on Sactown Sports.
All right, some of you might remember me talking a bit about a cool little story happening, and it's got some local ties. So, Kevin Nagle, he owns Sac Republic, was owner of the Kings, one of the people vital in saving the team about a decade ago. So Republic doing their thing, and of course we'll have them for the U.S. Open Cup against the Colorado Rapids tomorrow right here on Sactown Sports at 7:30. So I want to try to get the phrasing right. So Kevin has entered an agreement to purchase a English League Championship club, which is one rung below the Premier League, called Huddersfield Town. Now, approval has not come yet, and that's a crazy thing that they got to do, and, it's all hush-hush and blah, blah, blah. But, barring, I don't know, whatever, very soon, we hope, knock on wood, he'll be the new owner of Huddersfield Town. Now, when he entered into this agreement, I told you this last week, they were set to go into what's called administration, which is bankruptcy, basically. And the penalty for that is minus 12 points. They would have been relegated to League Two. They would have been sent down. That's how it works over there. Well, that saved them from that. And then since then, they've just been on this absolute tear. And last week, against yet another club that was highly favored, they pulled off another victory. They clinched, and Kevin has snuck over to England, where he is right now, ahead of Huddersfield's last match of the year. It's going to start in about a half an hour against Reading. Kevin, it's Dave, it's Jason. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen, from Huddersfield.
Nice. Hey, first off, thanks for the invite, dude.
We don't have enough time to go through that. By the way, Dave, it's Reading, not Reading.
Reading, you know what? I've been going back and forth on that. You knew I had a 50-50 shot, dude. So you got there Sunday morning, England time, and I know you walked on the pitch for the first time today. Just what has it been like? Fish out of water, American abroad. I know you've had conversations briefly, on social media. You've gotten a taste of what the fans are like over there, but how has the last 48 hours been for you?
Oh, it's been absolutely unbelievable. I mean, the fans have been fantastic. I mean, literally when we arrived at the stadium, which was essentially 2.5 hours before, there were already fans that were actually waiting. I'm not sure they were necessarily waiting for me, but it seemed like it. Hundreds of them. And they welcomed me. They said hello. They had their kids, very gracious. Autographs, took pictures, and we're so thankful across the board because of essentially what you described earlier, which is their concern for relegation and really probably wanting a fresh start.
So, Kevin, obviously, and I know at some point we'll connect back to the Republic FC, but your love for soccer here, is that what got you there? I mean, where's this is kind of a big venture, a big potential journey for you. Where's been the love for you and your kind of attachment here to Huddersfield Town?
Well, it really started, actually, my love for soccer, or as they call it, football in England, really started with the Republic, obviously. I did not know a lot about soccer, and I've talked about this. I did coach my two daughters' soccer teams, and that was just a lot of fun. But it really, once I got a little bit of taste when I was with the Republic, then started spending more time really seeing who were the experts in the world in the area of soccer or football. And it became evident to me that really sort of the birthplace of expertise, technical, probably best overall execution really is in the UK. And so when the opportunity came up that Huddersfield became available and I saw all the metrics of it, it was the beginning of the beginning.
Kevin Nagle joining us from England, and ahead of the match starting in about half an hour here. You've still got, and I know there's still more to come. Obviously, Republic, who have yet to lose, knock on wood, this season. I know you're working on a stadium over here. I know there's a lot of Republic fans listening right now, Kevin, and let's just put it out there. They're listening and they're going, it's like, did someone find a new girlfriend? Or they're worried that you're going to be over there and the new girl is going to catch her eye. And I know this privately, but I'm asking you publicly. That's not. There's nothing that can be further from the truth.
There's no change in that. I mean, look, we have to work out the deals with, between really the city and then also another private entity, which we've talked about. I think we're not that far away. I've really pushed the mayor's office and others to try to get this thing done. July is the day that I've said that I will be making some announcements. But that didn't stop an opportunity. That opportunity became here. Huddersfield Town, as you mentioned, it's really one of the storied, football teams in England over, 100 plus years. We had an opportunity to take ownership of it, and it was just something that I couldn't pass up. And I mean, just being here, you can understand why. They sleep, eat, and breathe soccer or football. It's amazing.
Kevin, are you allowed to, I don't know what you can address here, but how close are you to that final stage? Dave was talking about pending approval. How close are you to kind of securing the whole deal?
We're close. I mean, we had our last meeting, I think it was Thursday or Friday when I was in Sacramento. They went through just a couple things. They said there's not going to be anything that stops it unless there's something that shocked them, because now it's really checking the boxes. And I think we're almost there. Had I known that we were far off, I would not have come. But we're close, and I think everyone else in the EFL recognizes we're close. So we're here today really to, I think, in many ways celebrate, because the outgoing owner, a gentleman named Dean Hoyle, who's done just a phenomenal job. There's a story with him to be told. This is going to be his last. He's going to be the chairman for one more match. This is it. As Dave said, we're playing Reading today. That potentially could have been a match to decide who gets relegated and who does not, but it's not, because we won last week, as you know, in a thrilling 1-0 against a team that will be moving to the Premier League. We can relax a little bit today, although I think there's going to be a pretty good fight on the pitch.
And then once approval happens, and I don't know the timeline, but what you read in the papers, obviously you do, but what you read in the papers say, it could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month. It's going to be some time here soon, knock on wood, if it happens. And then what, you're right back over there again?
I think it'll be, Dave, a week to 2 weeks, and we will. I mean, look, we can't make any material moves yet. That's, what I would be prohibited from, just like you would in the NBA or MLB or NFL. You just couldn't do that before you take ownership. We have to respect that. But I will be back in a relatively short period of time. But look, we've got a lot of stuff going on. You guys alluded to it with the Republic.
Yeah.
Undefeated team playing tomorrow. We're playing, a Major League Soccer team. I feel really we've got a really good shot against those guys. So there's a lot of soccer to be played. What happens in the case, this is the end of the season, in England, but that's where there are a lot of the preparation time. So while we'll be executing, at the Sac Republic, we're going to be planning a lot more on the other side when the time comes in England.
So just to put it all together, for example, you've got tomorrow night's match, Heart Health Park, U.S. Open Cup, Republic yet to suffer a loss this year, and that's a full-time job. You get the English team in Huddersfield Town. That's that. You got a couple of business ventures on the side. So I guess my question for you, Kevin, you're no spring chicken. Are you sure you can handle this?
What do you mean no spring chicken? What are you saying? You're saying 31 is an old age?
I'm saying keep that diet right. Salmon and chicken and, you stay on that bike, man, because you're going to be working long days, pal.
Well, here's the thing, Dave. You haven't seen me in a while, but what I do is I just hang out with heavier people. When people ask questions, they said, "Where's Kevin Nagle?" And people say, "That thin guy over there," because I've got the other people around me. No, actually, look, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a long season with the SRFC. It's nice to be undefeated. We had an injury with Roro, as you may know.
Yeah.
And here's, I think, maybe one of the real pluses. In between, whether maybe we have a player that steps up within the Republic, but he's a hard guy to replace. But we do have personnel here. We play at the championship level, at the same level that we play, in the States. And we could potentially put somebody on loan or in some other way, bring them on our club for a while and let them play. I think that's one of the real values now that you own two particular clubs, that you're able to exchange and help and nurture one another and learn from each other.
Well, to wrap up, I'm proud of you, pal. I'm looking forward to all the good stuff you'll continue to do over here in Sacramento. And I know in some of our private talks we can get into later when everything's official, but a lot of ways where there can be kind of a marriage between the two clubs, and that's mutually beneficial. So, have fun over there. Don't have too much fun. Save some of that fun for me when I get there. And good luck today in that match, starting in about 20 minutes. And then obviously we'll have Republic tomorrow right here on Sactown Sports. Good luck there as well. And we'll see you, Thursday?
You got it. Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate the little bit of airtime. It's a great experience here. And, for a lot of our friends over there who are listening, we've had a lot of, new fans each side exchanging. It's we really sort of become, sister clubs, and that's something that really excites me. So thanks, guys. Hey, go Republic tomorrow against a tough MLS team, but I know we can win.
All right, have fun today, dude.
You bet. Thanks, guys.
See you.
Thank
bye.
you.
That's Kevin Nagle. We'll take a break.